Let's talk about 2026. Imagine a world where the truth has a price tag. A world where one platform has become the go-to source for pricing our most valuable and often most elusive asset, real, hard information. That platform is Polymarket. So how did we get here? Well, it all started to feel real with this one quote from the CEO of Dow Jones. Now think about that. This wasn't just some casual observation. This was a signal flare. Prediction markets weren't a quirky little experiment on the side anymore. Nope. They were officially a core piece of the global financial machine. So yeah, by 2026, Polymarket is a major force in global finance. Its job is pretty simple, but powerful. It puts a real-time price on probability. You think there's a 70% chance of something happening? You can put your money on it. The market then takes all those bets, all those opinions backed by cash, and spits out the most accurate probability it can. Okay, but wait. A platform like this sounds like it would have regulators breathing down its neck, right? Well, you're not wrong. So how on earth did it go from being on the regulatory fringe to getting a seat at the big table? The answer, it turns out, was a masterclass in compliance. Just look at how fast they moved. It's actually kind of breathtaking. In less than a year, they completely flipped the script. First, they bought a fully licensed exchange. Check. Then they got all the big investigations with the DOJ and CFTC closed out. Done. And then, this is the big one, the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange drops a cool $2 billion on them. It was a strategic blitz to build legitimacy, and it worked perfectly. So, they got the green light, they're compliant. But that leads to the ultimate test, doesn't it? Could this thing actually outperform traditional finance? Was it really a better, faster way to find the truth? Let's look at this in action. Take the odds of a Fed rate cut. You've got your traditional markets, like the CME FedWatch, pricing it at around 17.7%. But at the exact same time, Polymarket is sitting at just 10%. That gap, that 7.7% difference, that's what we call the truth premium. It's basically the market showing in real time that it's more agile and way faster on the uptake than the old systems. And this wasn't some one-off event. It's happening across the board. Prediction markets are just plain outperforming. They react in minutes, not hours. They're proven to be more accurate. Just look at the Breyer score, where lower is better. They're even better at pricing in those crazy, unexpected black swan events. The truth premium is very, very real. And when there's an edge that clear, you know who shows up to the party, right? Wall Street. They saw the potential for huge profits in that truth premium, and suddenly this wasn't just for retail folks anymore. A whole industrial-grade ecosystem popped up around it. But here's the twist. The market isn't even driven by humans anymore. It's driven by AI. You've got these autonomous agents like Polybro that do nothing but scan global data 24/7, looking for any tiny imbalance they can exploit. Or AlphaScope, which is laser-focused on geopolitical events. It's a non-stop, high-speed arms race for information supremacy. And to support these AI armies, you need the right tools. So you get Verso, which is basically the Bloomberg terminal for this new world. You get TradeFox to handle executing massive trades. They've essentially rebuilt the entire infrastructure of Wall Street, but for a new, faster era. But none of this works without one absolutely critical piece: the Oracle. The Oracle is the thing that settles the bets. It's the final judge that reports what actually happened in the real world. But what if the Oracle is wrong? Or worse, what if it can be corrupted? That's the Oracle problem. And solving it was the key to unlocking all this institutional money. And the original system had a huge vulnerability. We saw it in 2025. Basically, if you were a big enough player with a massive bet on the line, you could actually manipulate the vote to force an incorrect outcome to be declared. It was a disaster, cost people millions, and it almost destroyed all trust in the system. So they fixed it. The new system, Move 2, uses what they call an elite proposal public supervision model. Now, only a small, highly vetted group can propose outcomes. But, and this is the important part, anyone can still challenge them. On top of that, they made the financial penalties for trying to cheat so insanely high that it's just not worth it. That fix made the system bulletproof enough for Wall Street. So, what does this all add up to? What does it mean for the future? Well, we are witnessing the complete financialization of truth. Every verifiable fact now has a price tag. This is the end of what we call cheap talk. Pundits and analysts making wild predictions with absolutely no consequences for being wrong. On Polymarket, you have to put skin in the game. You have to put your money where your mouth is. And that forces a whole new level of rigor and honesty into the system. And the market has certainly validated the idea. By early 2026, Polymarket's valuation had soared past $11 billion. It's the undisputed leader of a brand new industry. And we're just getting started. Projections show this industry is on a path to be worth nearly $1 trillion by 2035. That's because pretty much anything that can be verified, from election results to scientific breakthroughs, will eventually be traded on these markets. So I'll leave you with this final thought. What happens to our world when every single significant risk has a real-time price attached to it? How does that change the way we make decisions? How does it change our economies, our societies? The future is no longer just something we predict, it's something we price every single second of every day.